Welcome back to the show, everybody. Mr. Pop That Thing, that is indeed me, the one and only triple the G.O.D. Always surrounded by the squadron and you. Yeah, you. Yes, yo ass, you. You're live right here with us, right here on Team GRF TV, and we are right back in the mix with Street Fighter V Champion Edition, and we are finally finna take a look at the Illuminati's own Gill. But before we take a look at Gill, I have a small little history lesson I just want to dump on you because I feel it's really important that we understand why Gill exists, and I really think that's important. So take a ride with me to 1997. Like, I couldn't tell you what was going on in 1997. I really couldn't. But a game called Street Fighter 3 New Generation came out in 97. And even given that Street Fighter 3 New Generation has come out and is powered by Capcom's new thing, the CPS3, and the wonders that it would bring us, like Red Earth and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, games you should play. But I just want to focus on New Generation real quick and Gill in general, but really think about, like, at the time where 2D fighting game animation was. Like, you had the Juggernauts, and I mean, and that is a prime reference to a game you might know as X-Men Children of the Atom. A wonderful and still one of the most beautiful series of all time in the Vampire Darkstalker series, and how beautiful Capcom made those games look. But when you really take a look at, like, how crazy, like, the frames between New Generation, Second Impact, and Third Strike are, like, you should really, like, there have been a lot of write-ups on how expressive the sprites are in the Street Fighter 3 series. But again, trying to get that focus on Gill, though. You know what Gill looked like, right? You should be familiar with this. Like, it's going to be a thumbnail that will lead you to this video that shows you what Gill looks like. That's not an accident. That's not because of his gameplay tools in Street Fighter V. No. Gill, being Illuminati's own, this magnanimous character standing above all, wanting to invoke his master plan of what do you want to call it? Oh, I know, it's a separation, but we won't get into that. But think about Gill's look, though. Split right down the middle. Pyrokinesis! Cryokinesis! You thought that was just a gameplay tool? No. That's just the bonus of you being able to see what Capcom could really do with really powerful hardware. That before the CPS3, it was almost impossible to feature a character who looks like that and also plays like it, because that's also part of the whole thing of the whole, whenever he switched sides, is that his affinities change and things like that, which is an important gameplay portion, because I know a little bit about Retribution spoilers. I know a little bit. But think about that. For 1997, and this is me trying to put myself in the moment, because I didn't get a chance to really interact with Street Fighter 3 until about 3 years later in 2000. So, I don't really have like an actual factual preference of the when and where, but as someone who is a fighting game historian, like, I understand, like, a hallmark moment when you get one, and Gill is that and then some. And I didn't want to talk about any gameplay, anything, or do anything else, or watch a trailer, or get you to Google Chrome, or nothing, until we discussed how important Gill's existence is in the constant evolution of what fighting game sprites are. So, gotta give it up, man, to the Illuminati's own, man. Putting in work, not even knowing he putting in work. Kneel before your master. I had to find a way to fit that in. I will at some point fit it in. The mark of my dignity shall scar thy DNA. I won't forget. But just in case, the mark of my dignity shall scar thy DNA. Just in case, I do that thing where I get so focused and forget to do a thing I said I was going to do. It's covered here. But look, though, we have got plenty of the Illuminati's own Gill to take a look at. We got a couple of trailers to look at. We're going to take a look at all his website stuff, as we always handle, and all the little bonus things we can fit in there or whatever. So, with all of that being said, I'm finna get Big Sis up in the mix, because we need to see what's up with this trailer. So, it is time for you to see the darkness of your ways. Be bathed in the light of a God. See? Just like that. Makes it simple. Give me a second. I was able to do it with Miss Magdalene, but I got her now, so we good. So we got the trailer to take a look at. We got the overview, and we got a little look at it at its V skill too. So we're gonna go ahead and get you mixed up. With all of that being said, now activating Street Fighter V Champion Edition, the Illuminati Zone Gill. .exe.
My unveiling. I will be exposed to the entire world. When the time of the prophecy comes, when all is revealed, then the people of the world will rejoice, already knowing who I am.
Man, this now remix is dumb. Liam O'Brien is the perfect Gill. I can't even be mad at none of this. I'm just like, damn. I done seen like Gill combo videos and stuff like that, and just like watching how ignorant Retribution is. I'm like, what? If you gonna bring Gill into the mix, then you gotta do something special with him. And I really, honestly, for real, and I know we're going to discuss this at length as we talk about this character, I think Retribution is a wonderful mechanic for a character like Gill. That's just for real, because he's not a character that really, you know what I'm saying, needs critical counters. No, I need to set you on fire and then cool you off because I'm a magnanimous God.
My perfection does not require training.
That boy Gilly. Nah, I'm like, nah. We not gonna make references to rappers we don't know about. But you're free to Google that on your own time. Oh, and I know I mentioned it, that now remix goes stupid. Like, I'm a big Psych Out fan, and his music from New Generation from the Mediterranean is really good, but it's something about that. Now I think that they're hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Live television. Hold that thought. Let me take a look at something here, cause that shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening at all. So let me see what we got going on here. Or did I pause the video or something? Oh, I paused it for some reason? I don't know. I'm not finna get a look into that. So let me bring little sis back in here. So we just do this the hard way then. Next, please. Gotta love live television. You got to.
Harmony. That is the truth of what you must.
First appearing in Street Fighter III New Generation back in 1997, Gill is the Messiah-like leader of the secret society. He uses pyrokinesis and cryokinesis to control the elements of fire and ice.
You know, I will make a comment. His hair do look like Roman Nuke.
Gill's V-Skill 1 is a falling projectile that shares the same element as his chosen V-Trigger. If it strikes the opponent, they'll be put into either a burning or freezing state. V-Skill 2 is a parry. The standing version works on high and mid attack, while the crouching version works on low. A successful parry has minimal recovery rate.
Why? Damn.
Gill's V-Trigger 1 powers up all his fire-based normal and special attacks. It also unlocks Burn Sword, a flaming tempest that can be cancelled from most of his normals, and Flame Jump, a downward projectile that strikes the ground like a meteorite.
Damn! Retribution.
His V-Trigger 2 enhances all his ice-based attacks and unlocks Tree of Frost and Delay Freeze Ban. The former can cause a wall bounce if it hits a burning opponent, while the latter functions like a trap.
Damn! This character's so raw, like for real, dude. Between him looking raw and Seth looking raw, I'm just like, damn. We do bosses right, like, cuz.
In this situation, the delayed freeze lands can be used to cover both normal and back recovery.
Oh, nice.
It can also be used to set up somewhat ambiguous side switches.
Cross up was ignorant. Just a little Nina Chung head.
He may be the only character without a crush counter button, but Gill makes up for it with the retribution system. If he puts the opponent into a burning or freezing state, and then strikes them again with an elementally opposed attack, the combo and setup opportunities increase exponentially.
Oh no. Damn, what the why? Damn, man, Gill is ignorant. Come on, man. This character is super ignorant. Why though? Why though? Why though? Man, I am loving everything I see right now, though. I'm like, but again, like I say, like all the combo video, man, the streets putting out, man, like putting Gill over like nobody business, though. I just think like retribution is a cool system for a character like Gill because it's like he is who he is, so it's like giving him something that no other character has, and it's like the thing is, it makes him a better character because it's like I ain't got to fish for no counter. No, I'm just gonna sit up here, I'm gonna light you on fire, then I'm gonna cool your ass down and combo the shit out your ass. Baby. With salt. Oh, the sickness. Like, this combo's still happening. Seraphic Wind.
His dual-color body may make you do a double take, but there's no denying that Gill has the luscious locks in the business. Plus, with a free-throwing jab, powerful retribution system, and some seriously angelic setups, the mark of this man's divinity and dignity means he don't need no resurrection to be a boss.
Okay, like all the rest. We made those already. That was the thing we did earlier. Oh yeah, and if you think that I do not appreciate him having a Pyron costume, you are wrong. That's work like nobody's business, dog. I appreciate that though, because the last time Pyron was in the game, that game was called Capcom Fighting Jam. Seriously. But it was good they had him, and I'm like, I got worries about Capcom Fighting Jam, but it is what it is. I gotta say, that stage do look pretty dope, though. Like, oh yes, we're acting weird. Gotta skip to the next one. Battle Fantasia did it better. I'm legally obliged to say that. But this sick as hell though. I ain't even gonna deny. Like, Gatsby's amazing, but I'm like, Gill's in up for like, yo, parry everything. Seraphic Wing! Hell yeah. Gotta find out why the video's not auto-playing, but I'm not gonna do nothing about that. Little sister, thank you very much. I do appreciate you coming through and always doing what you do. So, if you guys give me one solitary moment, I will go ahead and get everything set up so we can take it live. Let me do that. Now do that. So, if you guys are so ready, I am so ready to take you live over to Google Chrome. So how about we let Big Cuz up in the mix? Just like that. I am going to press that button very closely. Okay. So, because we heard a lot of this in the 3 videos we technically watched, we just going to skim through the most of this. Is that's the question, because I'm reading this. Like, I wonder if they're going to, because it's like, how do you have, well, the sequel to A Shadow Fall, this Street Fighter 3, so a second story mode? Okay, never mind, just excuse that from my head. So, the thing is that, yeah, I will highlight this, is that, yeah, he come with a Champion Edition, but yo, if you buy the work, the $25 work, well, actually, I don't know, actually, and I didn't even think about something that we should research. We'll just assume that because I just refreshed this about maybe 15 minutes before I start recording, that this is still accurate. Well, actually, yeah, all can be acquired separately starting in December for all this fight money that you probably don't have. We talked about this, that Gill is both a method of both pyro and cryokinesis, being able to control fire and ice with perfect elemental balance. His outward appearance, which we talked about, is very historically important in the sake of video games in general, period. And all of his heavy normal attack, but one of his special moves have an elemental alignment. When Gill throws a fierce punch, it'll be engulfed in flames, and when he lets fly standing roundhouse, it'll hit opponents with a frozen force. But these hot and cloud flashes are not for show. They also form the cornerstone of Gill's unique tactic, Retribution. Now, here's the thing about the instance that we're not going to read. There's a boss version of Gill that gets meteor strike and also has resurrection. So, you know, just so at some point when they put that boss version of that character that I'm not gonna fight, because I'm not gonna dare waste fight money on no nonsense like that, because we're smarter than we were before. It's like, you don't do this here. That was a question that I had though, because again, remember in the Street Fighter 3 series, that when he was on the opposite, when he was on the left side, all of his normals and moves work one way, and when he switched sides, they worked in the other. That was the thing that made Gill amazing. It seems here is that it's standard whatever side he's on, just to keep it, you know, is what it is. Because he was always intended to have that special mechanic in the Street Fighter 3 series as a boss and not as a balanced, allegedly playable character in a game where, you know, balance is balance. But it was seen that it makes sense, because it's like, the thing is that when I think about it this way, you know, in another magical construct that is Gill, the Illuminati zone, you know what I'm saying, that you wouldn't want to have the players who play Gill and decide to have to think about too much. Because no one, but like thinking about like, what side am I on? Is that if I do this normal, is it this? Or if it comes out, if it's that, or whatever. So normalizing it, and I'm not using it as, you know, as a disrespectful term, but normalizing it being like, it's the same no matter what you do. That's even better, because that keeps it in a way that makes it not hard to think in a game where people have literally labeled it as a game that's brain dead at some point. But Street Fighter 5 champion isn't that anymore. Pshaw. Anywho, what we got? Oh. Divine Comet V Skill 1, depending on which V trigger selected, that we learned about this, that Divine Comet will either summon an ice or a fire-based projectile. If it hits the opponent, they'll be set on fire or frozen. Okay, so all right, I'm with you, because it was saying that that's another thing that I'm glad that they keep in, you know, in the construct of normalize. Just like when Dalsim or Poison set you on fire, you slowly lose gray life. And when Miss Colin sits up here and push you on ice, that your stun gauge get frozen. So yeah, so keeping it like that, not giving, like, you coulda, if they wanted to really, like, if they really want to twist Gill up, like, make his fire and ice stuff do something way different. But it's like keeping that, you know, the same across all characters is, again, another thing you don't have to think about. I like that. That's cool. Let me see. If Gill hits the opponent with an Underbro Strike, the word Retribution, and the rules get rewritten. His overhead causes a hard knockdown. His standing fierce punch leaves at a +10 on hit, and he gets more opportunities for juggles and resets. So that's what Retribution does. I thought it was just that it just does more damage. So what it does is that once you do, is that's sick. I'm like, the thing is, I don't think the video explained Retribution as well as it could have, because I'm sitting up here like, yo, that's how that works. I'm just thinking that it's just that if A is B or whatever, then C will do this. Well, maybe it's still that, and maybe the way it's being read sounds a lot more exciting than Retribution does blah blah blah. So, you know, it is what it is with that. V Skill 2 blocking. Here's a fun fact. That's what parrying is called in Japan. Yeah, seriously. That's what parrying is called in Japan. Blocking. We think of blocking as this. Blocking in Japan is that. So I'm just putting it out there. So we don't need to read more about that. Primal Fire. A Primal Fire powers up Gill's fire attacks, and causing them to set the opponent on fire without having the spinning ball on their EX versions. It also unlocks 2 additional attacks that we learned about Burning Storm and Flame Javelin. Okay. And Ice of Doom does the opposite. So, and you get Tree of Frost, and you get Freeze Lance. Okay, so that's what's up. So I wonder though. And this is like, again, another level of that construct, is that maybe because I'm slowly getting interested in this character, like maybe what I should be doing, I probably should need to be like looking at match footage to see like what people are doing, because I can understand a case for Gill given his offensive nature of you would both use both Divine Comet and blocking depending on what you want to do, but are you picking one of the V triggers based off the bonus move that you get versus how quickly you can activate Retribution losing one of them? I'm like, that's just construct thinking, you know, but I'm like, it'll be like, you know what, I might have to sit down and start watching like some fights for real, like really see like how high level Gill players are really getting down with, like after a week with them out. So, you know what I'm saying, we'll have to do that. Anyway, Sun Chase Moon. In keeping with their namesake, the secret society of hidden bases spread across the globe. The new Sun Chase Moon stage is housing one such base, looking suspiciously similar to the spiraling structures shown during Urian's ending in Third Strike. On one side of the stage, the Sun looms intensely with a fierce beam of light, while on the other, the moon hangs in the sky with a seemingly perpetual twilight. The structure in the middle also brings up ancient runes when either player secures a round. The Sun Chase Moon will be added to Championship Edition when it comes out, or you can get it right now for 70,000 fight money, or if you spend $25 like a smart person, you get this stage for free. So it is what it is with that. Yeah. We watch videos about this stuff and that. I just figured because we won't be needing this anymore, so I can just do that. Thank you, Street Writer, for holding it down for all the videos. I know I said thank you the last 2 times I watched the wrap-up video about these characters. These are wonderful and great about learning about the characters, so thank you, man. Appreciate you and your work and everything you're doing in the UK, fam. Keep it up. Look at this smug motherfucker, boy. Look at Gill. Look at this smug nigga, dog. He like your life, boy. It's Gill, baby. That's gangster. But anyway, the president of a secret society. He has long since been pulling the string from his shadow in order to fulfill a prophecy and create his vision of the ideal world. He's charismatic, has a fiery will, and is able to make cool decisions. I see what you did there. Anti-type. Point 1. The right side of Gill's body has the fire attribute, while his left has ice. Certain attacks will put the opponent in the fire or ice state. His pose differs between the 1 and 2 sides, and hitting an opponent who's in a fire state with an ice type attack and vice versa will deal a special anti-type of damage. Okay, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? But remember, like I said, how important it was. It's like, you know what? Here's your homework assignment. Go play New Generation. Now, actually, go play New Generation in Second Impact and purposely not play Third Strike. Yeah, I'm doing that because too many people play Third Strike. Play the other stuff ain't nobody playing. Like Second Generation, that's still my issue, you know what I'm saying? But really take a look and really understand, like, because I really think as much as at the beginning of this video that I talked about, like, how important this was for the forwarding of sprite animation, it's one thing for me to tell you about it. It's another thing for you to really sit down and really take a look and understand how Gill works in the Street Fighter 3 series. So, just a little homework assignment for you. What we got? Point 2. V-Trigger strengthens the attributes. Fire attributes that you get Flame Javelin and Burn Storm, and part of V-Trigger 1 Primal Fire. That is stretching his fire attributes. And again, in the same question, you know what, I'll just go ahead and just read the ice thing first, and then we'll re-talk about that. Is that you get the V-Trigger 2 Ice of Doom. That V-Trigger 2 strengthens his ice special. He also gains Delay Freeze Lance and also Tree of Frost. So it is what it is. But again, I'm wondering, and I'm just being for real as I scroll down here and we figure to talk about his V skills, is what are the streets using? Like, real rap, like, what are the streets using? Like, is it better to set them on fire? Is it better to put your opponent on ice? Like, how do you start retribution chains? Things like that. We're getting more than construct shit. Of really trying to, like, understand, like, the how and why the character works the way they do. I think it's really interesting that Gill works this way. That, again, I said it before, I'll say it again. Understanding and knowing that a character like Gill, he can't be like nobody else on the roster. He can't be. Because he's Gill, the Illuminati's very own. IVO, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the new label we got. IVO, the Illuminati's very own, which is probably gonna be the name of this video somehow. But yeah, man, but I think that's more of, I want to learn more about this character. And it's like, the thing is that I really think ever since I had that sparring session with the big man, is that I am so interested in learning about this game, and like in a way that I wasn't before. I think for the past maybe 3.5 years, I've been phoning playing this game in. All I do was pick Ken and just do hurricane kicks and play Street Fighter 2 with you. Playing Lucia has really opened up my eyes to, again, the level of constructs that come with understanding this game and the characters within, and understanding and knowing how a second a second V skill and new V triggers and things like that, and how all of this stuff is operating, it's like, yo, it's changing my mind. But all I want for Christmas is the Rumblefish 3 and Rumblefish 1 and 2 to be released on something legal, but you know, we do what we can. Anyway, point número 3. Gill's V skills. The attributes of V trigger 1 change based on this V trigger. So if you got V trigger 1, you get a fireball, and V trigger 2 gets you this ice shot right here. So, and you can use the directional keys to, oh wow, that's sick. That's sick. I'm like, I did see in the videos that it got a little startup to him. It's like Gill ain't super like imposing on you, but he can drop that thing and do what he want with it. And really thinking about things like combine, like, wow, that's kind of dumb. Because let me see, cause you wouldn't, and it's like, and now that I think about that though, that would be dumb. But I bet you Boss Gill can though. I bet you Boss Gill can sit up here and have that fireball and have that meteor drop down, and then do delay freelance on your ass. Instant retribution, dude. But luckily the game is balanced and you can't do that. But damn, in my head that sounded sick as hell. But anyway. V skill 2 lets Gill parry attacks. Use the neutral input to parry high and mids, and use down to parry lows. Okay, cool. So you know, it's just that. So it ain't like he got red parries or anything weird like that. It's just that if he successfully parry attack, you finna hold this L. So just don't be throwing anything out on the Illuminati's very own Gilly, baby. Only crack we know is Gilly the Kid. I have been trying to for 30-something minutes not to make that joke, man. Man, you know what, man? Hold up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for real before we get into Gill's moves list, man. Like, that's throwback stuff. Like, since we talking about, like, decades spent on the internet, though. Like, shout out, man. Like, throw a rail on the track. No, shout out, man. Stop what you doing. This broken equipment. Clips, pusher. We invented rapping about coke, but I guess we ain't because our bitch ass broke. Man, shout out to broken equipment, man. Shout out to Phil Nolan and all them die, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I used to troll their videos for real. Like they made a video about Soulja Boy. It's a troll Soulja Boy video. I ain't had shit else to do. Anyway, man, let's take a look at Gill move list, yo. Like, okay, so he got the impact claw and the guilty bomb. The move is that power bomb is called a guilty bomb. What? Like, what do you gotta feel guilty about Gill by power bombing a fool? It ain't like you throwing him into the side of a semi-truck. Okay, yeah, shout out to the U.S. champion Rey Mysterio. He's still the U.S. champion, ain't he? Yeah, because, you know, I don't remember. I'm like, I know Seth curb stomped him, but that's the last thing I remember. Primal Fire and Ice of Doom. And yep, and the meteor strike. Okay, so Hail Sting is the ice attack. Okay, cool. I didn't know if it had a name. I know Meteor Strike is Meteor Strike because remember in Third Strike when he had Meteor Strike, that. No, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, second impact is Meteor Strike. Third strike is Seraphic Wing. Okay, I'm getting it because because you would sit here and you would hope in second impact that he would do Meteor Strike real early, and you just uppercut him out of it, and he ain't got no more meter. So it is what it is. So you know we know about blocking. His V reversal is a pyro reverse kick. I wonder. But wait, you know what? Never mind. Because see, again, that's me thinking about Street Fighter 3 stuff. Is that the difference Street Fighter 3, if he did it from the opposite side, it would be a cryo reverse kick, just so you know. So with that, we got the cryo drop egg roll, the pyro coral kick, cryo rise kick, the guilty straight gab. Gill, you would go, homie, and the penalty break. Like what sports does this man enjoy? Like, man, he like hockey. I love me some hockey. Need me some hockey. You know me, I need me some hockey. I can do whatever I like. I'm a guy. Damn. Oh, man. So, pyrokinesis, cryokinesis. Oh, word. Oh, so that's how they do that. You can do pyrokinesis is quarter circle forward and cryokinesis is quarter circle back. Oh wow, that's sick. See, that's why I don't review these things before I'm doing them. So I have these moments. So, oh wow. I'm like, I had to assume that's how it worked, but to see it visually in front of me, that is sick. That is sick. That his forward motions are fire based and his ice motions are cryo based. That's stupid. I love it. So we got Burn, Storm, Flame, Javelin, Volcanic Storm during V Trigger 1. So you would do V Trigger 1. Oh, I remember seeing the video. That's when he sits up here, he does a Burn Storm, and then and the Volcanic Storm is when he throws the Burn Storm down. Okay. So then and that's the move that controls it. Delay, freelance, and seraphic wing. See, I can do a good Liam O'Brien too. Shout out to Liam O'Brien. Anyway, let's take a look at his costume real quick before we get up out of here. Let's see what we got. Got the throwback classic. Okay, Internet, here's a fun fact. If you really want to look at this as the reference that I believe this is not the first video game to do this. That game is the King of Fighters 13, and if you're missing the reference, I just did a video on Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes about that character, Kamen Rider Double. Because, see, you got Cyclone, you got the Cyclone Joker joint. That's sick as hell. Okay, I'm feeling like the purple and the blue joint right there. That's kind of sick. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm feeling that. That's kind of dope. I like that. Okay, pretty good. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Hair still looks like ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? Got the. Really? Seriously, game? Seriously, this is your JoJo reference right here. This is your JoJo reference. Oh, okay. You know what? Cock your in, motherfuckers. Let's just go. Okay. That looks sick. I like that pink though. That's sick. That's sick right there. Like that black though. Like on it. Like, cause you know what? I've seen the Pillarman joint. So the JoJo reference has already been made, but yet that still look dumb. Okay, I'm feeling that. I know this is a reference to something, but I couldn't tell you for the life of me what it is. But this color looks sick as hell, though. That's pretty decent. You know, you got that's pretty alright. Okay, I like this one. The blue hair, you got the joint or whatever. That's sick. I like that. Okay, you got that joint. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the ice blue hair though. That ice blue hair is kind of sick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I like this. This look dumb. I like this right here though. Like that straight gray though, that all gray. But yeah, Cyclone Joker. It is what it is. Let's see what's up with his story outfits. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Got the grease and stuff on. Okay. So is it just mostly his color just gonna stay the same? So it's just his color gonna stay the same, but he just gonna put robes on. You know? That's kind of phoning it in, I think, just a little bit. That's just real, like the color, like it looks like a dope costume, but just having it be all blue. But I understand like why it would be that way because it is a story costume. But I'm feeling like the colors or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so far, I ain't really stopped because I'm like, they look pretty decent, but I'm not catching anything that's like really like catching my like yo, that's mad sick or whatever. Like again, feeling that blue. I'm like, that black is pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? That black hair pretty dope. And then you got this one. And you got that. I like that one. That look kind of sick, though. What we got? Battle outfits. Scroll down. Let me see. This costume reminds me of a Roman military leader. The helmet is called a Galea and has different styles depending on the era and region, especially in the decorative touches. I didn't read the other ones. Let's see what this one say. Like, Gill wearing a toga-like costume? The toga, the Roman era clothing. Was he hiding out there? Interesting thought. The Shadow Loop has little information on the president of a secret society pulling the strings from the shadow. Even without training, his power seems incredible. Alrighty, what we got right here? Because I like the costume. You know what I'm saying? I like the costume. It looks like I like the costumes and the colors. And at least on this one, the colors are slightly changed just a little bit. It isn't too anything too drastic. It's just shades of blue or blues and reds. So, you know, that's not bad. You know, I like that's pretty sick. I like that. Oh yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm like, the thing is that it's a lot of colors all over the place, but I really think it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is pretty sick. Like, you know, playing off Gill's blue or whatever in his armor. That's kind of dope. Got the blues and the purples, got that popping off. The white, okay. I'm like, but I wonder, like, what are, like, I wish they sat up here and had, like, what it looked like when you put on the costume code. That's something they should really add to the website, I think. Okay, you got the pink joint. That's pretty dope, man. Okay, yeah. So, see, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Like, he looked like a man in an armor suit. That's kind of dope. I like that. And then you got the all blue. You got the blue joint though. Got the pink ride and then this. I'm like, this is my favorite because I like what they did by sitting up here, like, making him look like a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. You know, because it's like it could have just been red on one side, blue on the other the whole way through, but they really did something with that, and that's kind of dope. I like that. Welcome to the glory of Hellstorm. The final boss from Hellstorm. The flame effects around him are really cool. Okay, no Sabaki and Midnight's Wonder Alchemy. Okay, so we're referencing Darkstalkers, and we're also referencing Three Wonders, and technically in referencing Three Wonders, you're also referencing what is that game? Oh wait, I know what it is. Cannon Spike or Gun Spike, if that's how you get down or whatever. But it is what it is. So let's see what we got here. It's just Pyron. You know what I'm saying? It's just Pyron, the king and the Lord of Hellstorm. One of my favorite bosses in all of Capcom history. Okay. You know what? We need to start looking at these distortions because this looks insane. Okay. I clicked on the purple. I'm feeling this purple. This purple sick as hell. Okay, got the little crushing neon blue right there. They got the see-through green. Okay, this blue is a little more harder. I think I like this a little bit more, not because it don't have that extra stuff. It's just this all encompassing blue. Like, that's real dope. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's make our Cinder references right now. Let's just do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we got the all red right there, and we got the little purple and pink. That's sick. Because this is because this is Pyron's alternate costume in Vampire Hunter. Because he had the orange for player 1 and the all blue for player 2, and then he had various colors in Vampire Hunter 2 or whatever. But you know, the less we mention about Vampire Hunter 2, the better we'll all be. And finally, this tracksuit, which you only have 2 colors of, and then everybody got a tracksuit. Shiny suit man, it's bad boy baby. But I'm like, yo, man, Gill looking dope, man. Man, you can't deny that, man. Please bring it back to me. Bring it back to me. You can't deny that, man. That boy Gill looking sick. Like, I love everything about his retribution mechanic. I'm like, again, as someone who is an aficionado and appreciates fighting game history, it's important that we started the video off explaining Gill's history as a character, and it's not that he just sat as the final boss of a video game, but that his design was important of the evolution of how this game even looks right now. Gill, man, like Gill always been like one of my favorite Capcom characters because of that history. That when I finally understood and learned that history of understanding, like, yo, that is what that is, and I'm just like, yo, that's sick as hell. There's no denying that. But it is what it is with that. I'm glad we was able to take this time out to take a look at my main man Gill. It's like I'm gonna have to get in the lab with him. It's like if nothing else, if I don't do nothing else in 2020, I want to start like getting caught up with like the characters in Street Fighter 5 and really learn how they work and how they operate and doing little stuff like that. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But also, you need to sit back, relax, and then take what I just said and stay tuned. Mr. Pop That Thing, I'm always here with you, the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D, aka Mr. CRACKCOCAINE, hashtag entertainment's #1 dope man. Booyah. Woo! And of course, I am the baddest monster in existence. And don't you ever forget it. Don't forget that. Always holding down my six squish, murder in the squadron, the congregation, may they be praised. And of course, the Lady of Rage, of course, our angel in the sky, our girl Janine, and of course, Betsy, Magdalena, and of course, Miss Marcy, who bring you this heat on the unos, doses, thraces, and quattros, crimple. Stay winning, never losing around here. You know what it is. Look. Hit that subscribe button, man, if you enjoyed this content. If you ain't already subscribed, hit that bell even if you subscribe so you know when we putting this crack cocaine out. Yo, thumbs up if you liked all this stuff about Gill. Thumbs down if you got one. Thumbs maybe, because they only got this, but thumbs maybe, because you kind of liked it, but you kind of had to do this because I did something you didn't like, but thumbs this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do whatever you got to do. Leave a comment you got something to say. If you want to get at me off-world, down there in the description, you can get at me on my many social media links. I'm always down to answer any questions you might have, or answer your inquiries or whatever. Boxes are always open, man. Feel free to get at me. And yo, cash money. You want to support this show and make it rain? PayPal links down in the description. And if you want to join, man, my boy Young Drew, aka Young Money Bags, and of course my partner in Hentai Ryan Bomber, support me on this Patreon tip. Always appreciate the love, fellas. Always. Look, again. Doubly so. Triple as much. Sit back, relax, and stay tuned. That's us, the squadron and me, holding you down like right here at TRTV, you're damn straight. We have got plenty of more show for you. And we've got it right after these. Oh, bang. Commercial messages. Oh, yeah. The mark of my dignity shall scar thy DNA. Seraphic wing! Oh, and one more thing. Kneel before your master. More show for all of y'all right after these.